Why, hello there everybody. How are you doing today? It's me, again. And again, I'm here to bring you yet another update, and well, let's just cut to the chase again. Today's update on my situation is the same as all previous updates. My phone has not rung. Yet. Because it's going to ring. What's going on all throughout this country is we are all seeing the truth, as well as we are all seeing exactly what happens. We are seeing who can handle the truth and who just simply can't handle the truth. We're seeing who is willing to accept the truth and who is more than willing to overlook and deny the truth. But those two camps are getting small. The one camp is getting bigger and the other camp is getting smaller. Let me explain. When this all started, and it's been going on over years. This has been going on over years. At least it started when then candidate Trump announced his that he was going to be running for the President of the United States of America. Okay? That's when it started. Because he instantly started telling the truth on the campaign trail. Okay? And ultimately, and I said in several videos during the election that the candidate of truth was going to win, because you tell the truth. The truth is the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of all times. You cannot defeat the truth, because the truth is Jesus. Okay? So, you tell the truth, you walk in truth, you do everything truthfully and honestly. You don't try to set people up, you don't try to tear people down. Now, a lot of people are convinced. That the only reason why Donald Trump won, the only reason why candidate Trump became President Trump is because, well, he cheated. And the reason why the vast majority of people believe that is because at some level, pay close attention, at some level in their life, whether it be personal or business or whatever, at some level in their life, they cheat. They cut corners. They lie. They deceive. Hello, you're human. Doesn't make you evil. It just means you're human. It just means that you have things that you need to work on. That's the vast reason. Oh, look at that, light bulb's coming on. That's the reason why the vast majority of you all even believe that there's a possibility of any of the accusations that the left has made, or that the enemy has made, or that the deep state has made, or that the globalists have made, whatever label you want to put on the bad guy. The only reason why you would even consider it a possibility is because you yourself do it. To some degree, some level of degree. That's the truth. And the longer that you stand there, the longer that President Trump stands there and just takes those hits, which really aren't hits, they're lies. That's all that there is. That's why he's not worried about it. The longer that he stays there and does not react to them and says, okay, well, let's just see. Let's just see. Bring it out. Just bring it out. Then, and just goes about his business, just goes about doing everything that he's supposed to be doing, going about and doing and fulfilling his campaign promises. When was the last time we had a president that actually did what he said he was going to, what he campaigned on. Huh? Think about that for a minute. Well, he keeps doing, and the liars keep lying about him. And they keep outing themselves for being liars. Not because President Trump stops and proves them liars. He just ignores them. He just ignores them and just keeps on doing it and just keeps saying, okay, you all put that big matzo ball out there. Now you all are going to have to explain. I just heard him talk about in the speech that he had in, I think it was Michigan, where I lost my train of thought right now. Oh, that's right. He said they said that we would be that if I was elected president, we would be in World War III, because I'm dealing harshly with Kim Jong-un, that we would be at World War III. If I sent over the missile strikes over in Syria, we would be in World War III. Hello, we're not in World War III. And then broke it down very plainly and simply. And he doesn't take all the credit for himself. Wow, is that not refreshing? What does he say? He said, look, President, the head of China, he said, he's a friend of mine. Doesn't mean that we agree on everything, but I like the guy. And he's been a big help. He likes China. He likes China. He wants the best he wants the best for China. I like the USA, and we want the best for the best, and I want the best for the United States of America. It's that simple. Doesn't mean that we're enemies. Remember candidate Trump saying, would it really be a bad thing if we got along with everybody? You don't have to agree with everything everybody says to get along with them. Hello? Hello? So, what happens? What just by him refusing to go down the rabbit trails, he's outing all the liars. Are we at war with anybody? No. So that's a lie. Is there anything to this Russian collusion thing, as far as President Trump is concerned? No. No. But they're the ones that went down the road, and the reason why they said that was because, well, hello, now we're all seeing the truth. They were the ones colluding. Again, the only reason why you would even consider that President Trump would and or his or then candidate Trump and or their teams would even be capable of doing something like that is because you know that it goes on. Somebody does it. And the reason why you know for a fact that somebody does it is because at some level in your life, you cheat, you cut corners. And it's okay because you're human. Now that you're not an evil person, but that's a problem. That's a problem. It's something that you need to deal with. And again, that's what you're so afraid of. You are so deathly afraid that you are going to be treated the very same way as those criminals are. I said a few videos back that there is a huge difference between a personal fault and a criminal act. These criminals, these people out here in Washington, these criminals that have stolen 20 years of my life, they've taken an oath to tell the truth, and when they lie, they are violating the law. And you're seeing that now. You are seeing that now. When you lie, when a private citizen lies, the only person that they hurt is themselves. When those who are taking an oath lie, 20 years of somebody's life gets stolen from them. An 8-year-old little girl gets kidnapped, raped, and murdered. And they lay the blame, they lay the guilt on 3 women. Here, I'm talking about here in Jacksonville. 3 women. One of them is like 16 years old. 16 or 17 years old. The 3 Thornton women are convinced it is their fault that Sheriff Periwinkle was kidnapped, raped, and murdered. And that's the truth. And it's not their fault. Because the truth is, Sheriff Periwinkle should have never, ever, ever been kidnapped, raped, and murdered. Now, you all say, well, nothing's ever going to happen about it. You want to bet? The very same people who are saying that nothing's ever going to happen are the very same people who were saying President Trump was going to start World War III. Think about that. So what's going on is plain and simple. The truth camp is getting bigger and bigger and bigger because more and more people are waking up and saying the truth. Not because they're being talked into or persuaded into something. More and more people are seeing the truth simply because doers just ignore the rabbit trails, ignore the distractions, and just keep doing. They stand there and they do not respond to the lies. They do not respond to the rabbit trails because they know it's a lie. They know it's a rabbit trail. And they know that by them ignoring it, it will just go away. And then whoever created the lie, whoever started the lie, whoever started the rabbit trail has to explain why they did it. And then they are outed for the fake, for the fraud, for the counterfeit, for the criminal, for the liar that they are. Just like my situation. I do not have to explain why this is on my record. I have absolutely no way of putting this here. You know who has to explain this? The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. The Fourth Circuit State Attorney's Office. The Fourth Circuit Court. The Fourth Circuit Clerk of the Court's Office. They need to explain why this is there. Because there is no document anywhere. It's a lie. There is no reason why it should exist. I do not have to prove that did not happen. I do not have to prove that this did not happen. They need to prove and give a reason as to why it's there. And because they can't, that's the crime. So what do? I just keep telling the truth. I just keep doing the best that I can do with what I can, with everything else. I keep doing the absolute best that I can do with what I've got. Period. Because I can't make them do it. It will do me absolutely no good to run down rabbit trails. And then you say, well, you have to go here, go there, go everywhere. Well, I did. I went and saw lawyers. I went to 2 different television stations. I went down to the jailhouse. I've been down to the courthouse. I've been into the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Even talked to a supposed, he's a fake and fraud and counterfeit, a supposed internal affairs detective who committed 7 felonies in 6 minutes. Lied to me. What am I supposed to do? I've even been into the FBI. You heard me. Went into the FBI. Every time I go in, I come out. Every single time. Because, what am I just keep reporting the crime. Here's the crime. You're looking right at the crime. This is the crime. Oh, that bothers you? Nothing's ever going to happen about it? Want to bet? What are you going to do when it does happen? Just like World War III is going to start, right? Excuse me, let me look around. We say, no, World War III is not going on. Because the threats are being removed. When you stand, and when you stand in truth, the more truth that you know, the more truth that you tell, the more eyes are opened up to how many fakes and frauds and counterfeits. And now, that's why I say the truth camp is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Simply because people like myself, people like President Trump, people like the people out in California who want to break away, who are saying, no, we're tired of the overlooking. The truth of the matter is, you all are lying. And by you all lying, by those who have taken an oath lying, that's a criminal act. And the longer that we stand there and refuse to go down the rabbit trails, stand there and take the lies. This is a lie. I do not have to explain why that's there. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office needs to explain why. Why does it say that I was arrested for lewd or lascivious act of sexual battery, which again is having some type of sexual contact with a either orally, anally, or vaginally with a child under the age of 16? Bring it out. Let me see the document. You can't bring it out because it doesn't exist. It's a lie. Now you all got to explain why this is here. And it's come to head. Just like all you fakes and frauds and counterfeits need to explain why you lied about President Trump, then candidate Trump, and his campaign. When it was you who was doing the colluding, when it was you who was doing the setting up and laying snares everywhere. And look, it was you creating the paradoxical situations and catch-22s. And look, you just got caught in your own paradoxical situation, your own catch-22. Just like the criminals down here in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, had this all come out in one lump? No, see, God knows you all would go tilt. You wouldn't be able to handle it. You would be convinced. You would be convinced that, well, it's all a cover-up. It's just, he just got better setup men. Talking about candidate Trump. No, he's telling the truth. Now, we're going to take our time. We're going to let them create all the little rabbit trails that they want, all the little distractions that they want. Okay? We're just going to keep doing. We're going to keep telling the truth. And at the end of the day, at the end of the line, what happens? The truth clears the field. As long as you stand in truth, as long as you've been telling truth, you cannot tell lies. The more lies that you tell, it becomes perfectly obvious that you are incapable of telling the truth. So what's going on? Because people are telling the truth. Because people are refusing to go down the rabbit trails. Because people are refusing to be distracted. The truth camp gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And the truth is winning. The truth is clearing the field. And the liars are being outed. Now the only question that remains is, what exactly are you going to do? What camp are you going to be in? Are you going to be in the truth camp? Be honest with yourself. It's not that hard. You don't have to be perfect to tell the truth. You just got to admit that, hello, the truth is you're not perfect. Hello? Or you're going to keep continuing to lie to yourself. Tell yourself that nothing's ever going to happen. Nothing's ever going to happen, even though everything is happening right in front of your very eyes. It won't be very long. Won't be very long before the cuffing and stuffing starts. The truth is this. You've been lied to. You have been deceived. Yes, there's probably a very good chance that there's a possibility that your guy, that your gal is a fake and a fraud and counterfeit and has been lying to you. The question is, what exactly are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep believing a lie? Are you going to keep living a lie? Or are you going to go down with that lie? Or are you going to stand in truth, hold yourself accountable, and demand that they be held accountable? Because remember, they were the ones that have taken the oath. That's what's going on in our country today, folks, like it or not. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. More and more people's eyes are opening up to the truth. And more liars are being exposed for being liars. And that, my friend, is the truth. Just saying.